...2023 election. Tinubu says Inec not ready for electronic voting and transmission of results. Is it true that Inec is not ready? With all the promises we've gotten from Inec, let's see why Tinubu is saying that. I know that a lot of the political parties have looked for a way to discredit Inec so that the electronic voting will be avoided. They go on manual voting, which is their way of rigging. It's not working because INEC is still bent on using the electronic system to manage the vote count 2023. And a lot of them, especially APC, are not comfortable with that electronic system. That's the truth, because all the rigging plans will be removed, will be defeated, and they're not happy with that. Bola Tinubu, the presidential candidate of the All Progressive Congress (APC), has expressed no confidence in the decision of the National Electoral Commission to deploy the bimodal voter accreditation system (BVAS) and the INEC result viewing portal (IREV) for the 2023 election. Why no confidence? INEC is still to assure us during this election that electronic transmission, the technology being used for the accreditation and the total votes count, is reliable, dependable, and assuring in our democratic process before we invoke a complicated element of ballot, Mr. Tinubu said on Monday. The APC presidential candidate spoke at the Chatham House in London as part of a strategy to expound on his plans for security, economy, and foreign policy in the United Kingdom. His fresh opposition to the voting technology reinforced the position of the ruling party, which had earlier claimed that Nigeria was not yet ripe for the use of such technology in the 2023 poll. Speaking further before a diverse audience at the Frontline UK think tank, Mr. Tinubu said he is one of the politicians in Nigeria now losing confidence in the nation's voting system with the introduction of the new technology ahead of the polls. We are still losing confidence in our democratic and voting system, he said. INEC had insisted that there was no going back on the deployment of the technology for the 2023 election exercise, and everybody accepted it. All right. Mahmoud Yakubu, the chairman of the electoral body, had said the introduction of the BVS and IREV, a technology to upload election results in real time, was to ensure a free, fair, and credible election. While there were allegations, alleged moves recently by some political actors in the country to prevail on the electoral umpire to drop the use of BVS and return to the use of the incident forms in the accreditation of voters in the next year's poll, more Nigerians have embraced the technology and warned that discarding it could spell doom for the entire exercise. Mr. Tinubu's appearance comes less than 3 months before the presidential and National Assembly elections scheduled for February 25, 2023. The governorship and state elections would hold 2 weeks later on March 11. Wow. So what Tinubu is saying here is that we don't have confidence in our electoral system, and that INEC is not prepared to use that BVAS and IREV machines and portal for managing 2023 election. He said, earlier, I think that was last month, where the APC national chairman, APC Abdullahi, all right, came out to say that Nigeria is not yet ripe for the BVAS and for the IREV machines in the country. And that statement came under fire, came under attack, and he had to apologize and retract that statement, and then, had to explain himself further. But the truth is that a lot of Nigerians have accepted that BVAS because it's been tested in Ekiti State, it's been tested in Osun State, and has helped to finish elections. Also helped Nigerians to see their vote live and untampered. All right. And unfortunately, the PDP and the APC, for instance, don't like such system because rigging has been their hobby all the years. And with those systems in place, they will not be able to rig. And that's actually the essence of bringing those systems, to have a free and fair election that is void of every rigging attempt or rigging tendencies. All right. But unfortunately, the People Democratic Party and the APC are not comfortable with it. And APC is not even hiding it. They're coming out publicly to say it. They've said it through the National Party Chairman, Adamu Abdullahi. And now Tinubu is saying it in Chatham House in London again, that they don't have confidence in the Nigerian electoral system and in the introduction of the BVAS and the way Inec will want to manage the election using the BVS machine. Unfortunately, Mahmoud Yakubu, the Inec chairman, and then Festus Okoye, who is also, I think, the police secretary or so, has come out to say there's no going back. There's no going back. There's no going back on that BVAS, and it will be used. All right? And I've challenged all fronts that are going to use it, because that is the only way we can have a free and fair election. All right? But Tinubu is here telling everybody, both in Nigeria and in London, that they don't have confidence in it. All right? And their claim is that the network system may not allow it or make it effective. All right? And it's going to cause chaos in the process. But that is not true. INEC say they are ready, and they are ready, and they are ready. Anybody that is not ready should now go and, look for a way to adopt the system, because there is no going back to the use of BVAS and the RF machine. All right? So that is Tinubu's position. That is APC's position. But again, it doesn't change anything, because the entire Nigerian populace has embraced it, and we're going to use it. Just like I said earlier, it's been tested in Ekiti State, it's been tested in Osun State, and we've seen the outcome, and we'll continue to improve on it. The question I keep asking those that says Nigeria is not ripe for it, or we are not fit to use it right now, when will Nigeria be ready? When will Nigeria be ripe for it? Nobody can tell us. If you don't start something and start improving it over time, how can you gain perfection in it? All right? Somebody that has started something is far better than somebody that has not done anything at all. So now, yeah, it might not be 100% perfect at the first instance or at the first stage, but we know that as we continue to use it, it will be better and it will be very good. We'll continue to improve on it. Now, with all of this coming to the surface, I'm scared that after Mahmoud Yakubu now, the next Inec chairman, whether he will dump it or not, whether there will be continuity in Inec on the use of this BVS after now. Because even if they will have hitches, because they will have some hiccups at some point, but we will find out the source of the hiccups, the root cause, and correct it, so that in the next outing, which is next election, it will be better. All right? It will be better. So now is the time to start using it. There's no need saying Nigeria is not right for it, we cannot use it. Now is the time to start using it, and we have to start using it. We have to. We have to. So that is what Tinubu is saying. But again, I'm sure he just said his own there. Nobody will accept that from him, because there's no going back to the use of BVS and IRF machine come 2023 presidential election. So thank you for listening, and let's have a comment below on this Tinubu comment in Chatham House. The thing there that there's so many things we're discussing in Chatham House, and so they'll be coming in parts and in bits, and we'll be sharing them with you. This is one of those discussions they had in Chatham House on Monday, 5th December 2022. Let's have your comments as well, and thank you for listening.